Good day, YouTubers. Welcome back to my channel. Time for a spot of royalty. I'm Joseph Magi, author of Playing Card Divination, Fortune Telling, The Magi Method. Find the book worldwide on Amazon and Kindle and paperback versions. Find the full color card deck used here on Etsy/Magi Method. Many thanks to the generous folks who buy me a cup of tea. Please like, share, subscribe, and comment. So, the Queen has confirmed that Camilla will be known as a queen consort, and I'm going to read that statement to you. What is the problem with that? Well, the problem is popularity. They're basically all about public relations at this point. So, and this is the latest royal family favorability rating. The Queen is the most popular, and these are netted numbers. So her number is 71. So favorable minus unfavorable, she's 71% favorable. And the people who just like have no opinion, they're not counted here. The next most popular is Prince William at 65. After that is Kate at 62. Now, Prince Harry used to be number one. He used to trade places with the Queen as the most favorable royal, constantly. Then comes Prince Philip, may God rest his soul. Then comes Prince Charles at 24. So Charles is the next king, and he's 24% favorability. Then comes Camilla at 1. Then comes Harry at 1. Meghan Markle is negative 26. So these are net numbers. Her favorability is 26 points less than people who hate her, who are unfavorable to her. What's this negative 73? Prince Andrew. Okay, so Camilla is very unfavorable. Charles is very unfavorable. Harry used to be above William all the time. So that's the problem with this. We're going to get new calls of Republic. We're going to get, when Charles ascends, we're going to get new calls for Republic. So let's read the Queen's statement. Queen Elizabeth, 95, made her feelings known in a message timed on the eve of her accession day. So the Platinum Jubilee, on the eve of the Platinum Jubilee, marking the 70th anniversary of her becoming a monarch. She writes, "When in the fullness of time my son Charles becomes king, I know you will give him and his wife Camilla the same support that you've given me, and it is my sincere wish that when the time comes, Camilla will be known as Queen Consort as she continues her own loyal service." It is rumored that Harry is going to target Camilla in his biography that's coming out in 2022. I'm wondering how Diana, Princess Diana, feels about Camilla receiving the Queen title. Because Camilla is the other woman. Camilla is the woman that Charles was madly in love with while he was married to Diana, and that was a constant burr in her saddle. And rightly so. You know, in the Bible, the only reason that you can divorce your spouse is marital unfaithfulness. Well, this fits the bill. So what are Diana's feelings about Camilla receiving the Queen title? Scourge. Honest woman. She says no. She says no, she does not want this to happen. From beyond the veil, executioner. Okay, we have a no and a 2 spades. So what do we have with Diana, her feelings, you know, from beyond the veil? So we have no, we have 2 spades, we have executioner, which is very decisive, and legal, could be read legally. So, no, it's a conflict. She feels conflicted. So, honest woman, Diana, and so Scourge, it's conflict, like 12 and 5, 17, 5 hearts. 5 hearts. Her reaction is she doesn't like it. It's a conflict. Diana doesn't like it. She's very emotional about it. 10 hearts is the cup overflowing, very, very emotional. This can be rages. This can be love. This is a birth card. So, but very emotional. Player comes and goes. It's just like playing a role. She's going to play this role. She definitely doesn't want to see this happen. But you're not going to hear from her because she's on the other side of the veil. Executioner, that's a heck no. No way, Jose. Karmic relationship. Camilla is getting this because of the relationship, because of her position. This can also be read as it's kind of like legal, but the queen didn't have to confirm this. She didn't have to call her queen consort. She could have been princess consort, I guess, or I guess duchess consort. I'm not sure what the title would be if she's not queen consort. Man, hopes and fear. Hopefully she'll do a good job. And 2 spades. She doesn't like this at all. Diana doesn't like this at all. And we'll look at Harry's feelings. Let's look at Harry's feelings next. Diana doesn't like this at all. So the next piece of news is that Prince Harry will target Camilla Parker Bowles in his $29 million memoir and may name the royal racist. This is from Paul Burrell. Paul Burrell is a famous royal biographer. He's got a lot of royal biographies out there, and he's really well known for it. So is Harry, as a matter of revenge, going to target, on behalf of Diana, is he going to target Camilla in his new book? So let's look at Harry and Camilla. Is Harry planning to target? Because this book has to be mostly written. It's supposed to come out in 2022. It should be mostly written. For someone who hasn't written a book, it probably will take a year. And most people, it's really a very concentrated endeavor to write a book. You have to get up every day and just keep at it. And you can't let life get in the way. You have to just keep going. And a lot of people can't write a book because it's such a focused endeavor. And you just have to keep that focus, that singular focus, for like a year. And some people, they spend 10 years writing a book. And some people, they're writing a book for 20 years. It's because they keep getting distracted. Things happen. Life happens. You got to do this, you got to do that, but you got to keep your focus. So let's look at Harry and Camilla. Is Harry planning to target Camilla in his book? Harry and Camilla. Royal family. We have a 2. Ooh. Camilla. Scourge. Is Harry planning to target Camilla? Inheritance, diamond ring, cup overflowing. He's very emotional, okay? The SJWs, the wokesters, they're very emotional. Oh, it's just emotional. And when Meghan and Harry told their 17 lies to Oprah on camera, and they were proven to be mistruths, lies, it was because of emotions. That's Harry's truth. Okay, so yes, 2 diamonds, he is planning to target her, and it's because of his emotions. So it's going to be couched. The excuse is it's because of emotion. So he's going to speak emotionally and not factually, so it may be completely false, as it was previously. Camilla, finger of God, outside events are conflicts, and Cornucopia is the card of everything material, 11, 18, on an ongoing basis. So she has dealt with this conflict her entire life, and it permeates, it affects everything in her life. So for the last, I don't know how long it's been, 40 years probably. No, it's 30 years since Diana's death. So it's about 35 years, 40 years that she's been dealing with this. This is her life. Her whole life has been dealing with this stain of being the other woman and being Prince Charles' love interest. So it looks like she's kind of used to it. This is just life. It's the air she breathes. So Snake and Star Bethlehem, it's a difficult road forward. 12 and 7, 19. This is just another fork in the road, and it's a difficult road. So Harry is going to target Camilla. But Camilla's ready, and she's been dealing with this her whole life, and it's just more complications will arise from this. The ascension of Charles and the crowning of Camilla, will this lead to cries, louder cries of republic from the people? Because that's the danger. I mean, where's the French monarchy? They're gone. Where's the Italian monarchy? They're gone. You know, where are these people? I mean, they still exist, but they're not involved in government anymore. They're not heads of state. They're not. It's not like the crown, the British crown. So will cries of republic resound from the crowning of Charles and Camilla, which would eliminate William and Kate as the next? Will we hear louder cries of republic? Mercury, yeah. No, twos are yes. Okay, 8 spades, kick them out. Oh boy. So will the ascension of Camilla and Charles and Camilla, so 2 spades, we don't want to go forward with Charles and Camilla as our heads of state. We don't want this. And we don't want these 8 spades, 10 clubs. We don't want them long term. So cross is the permanent family. So kick them out, separate, and no, we don't like this. Let's add this up. 10, 20, 32, 39. 39 is 10 clubs. So the anti-monarchists, will really kick up a fuss when Charles is crowned, because they don't want Charles and they don't want Camilla. They're extremely unpopular. And this is very important. So they should maybe pass over Charles and Camilla and crown Will and Kate, because they're very popular, and that's who people want to rule. What do we have right on the surface? Mercury, communication, commitment, and incubus, succubus. So people are going to voice their displeasure. 8 and 9, 17, 5 hearts. They're going to react. There's going to be a big negative reaction to Charles and Camilla. And I've looked previously if Charles would be passed over for William. And a lot of people in the comments say that. I don't believe that Charles will be passed over. I think Charles will be crowned, but he's going to be king for a very short time. The weight of the crown weighs heavily on the head. And then, so I think I think Charles is not very well, and I think the stress of the crown could hasten his demise. Okay, and finally, I want to address Meghan and Joe Rogan. Meghan came out against Joe Rogan, and Joe Rogan, in his very famous podcast, he said, imitating the Queen, Joe Rogan said, "It's that little American hussy he's hooked up with. She's going to turn him into a Kardashian." Rogan was joking when imitating Queen Elizabeth. "That little American hussy has ruined my prince." So he was just joking around, and I'm sure it was funny at the time. And he was saying, this is what the Queen is saying. I would think he's probably right. So is Meghan and Harry coming out against Rogan? Is it just simple revenge? Because that's what it looks like. Meghan doesn't like Joe Rogan. Meghan is looking for a way to get back at him. Joe Rogan is a whole lot more successful than Meghan. So let's look at Meghan and Joe Rogan. Was this just, what's the deal here? What's the relationship? Is she in hate with Joe Rogan? Does she just hate him? But narcs, I think they hate everybody. They project, that's the word I'm looking for, they project their inner feelings onto others, and that's why they're so nasty to other people. So she may very well hate him. Let's look at Meghan and Joe Rogan. Meghan. Okay, reacting. Joe Rogan. Oh, there's the devil. Oh, and the King of Spades. Interesting. So here we have the King of Spades, you know, the shadow. We have the King of Spades and the Jack of Spades and four hearts. So the King of Spades is very systematic. They have a master plan. The devil is an anarchist. He or she will do anything. And Jacks are neither male nor female. Here on my devil card is two females, a naked female and kind of a hot young girl wearing a demonic pentagram. So we'll do anything, just mayhem, but a systematic plan about people associated with Meghan. So she ruthlessly will deal with people in her life. A good example of that is her Jessica Mulroney. Jessica Mulroney made a misstep with that Sasha Exeter person, and Meghan was absolutely ruthless in her dealings, cutting out Mulroney. Okay, and that's what this says. So let's see, 24, 28, 7 spades. She's kind of waiting for people to screw up so she can jump on them and go against them. Here, separated, 2 spades, 8 diamonds, separated in everything. So there's no love, there's no connection. She uses all of her relationships strategically. King of Spades has the longest term strategy. Queen of Spades is also very strategic, but really wants to tangle you up. King of Spades is much more direct. He cuts the head off. He'll take a clean blow, but he'll really get you. Okay, so that's what Meghan views all of her relationships like this. So Harry is next on this chopping block. If you are in Meghan's life, she will use you. She will discard you. She will hurt you if she feels it can benefit her in the long term or even the short term. So let's look at Meghan, outside events, reacting to outside events, and messages. 6, 7, 12, 13, 4 hearts. People in her life. Here's the 4 hearts. This is not an emotional spread on her side. She doesn't hate Joe Rogan. She bears no animosity toward him, but she'll deal with him absolutely ruthlessly. What's up with Joe Rogan? Manifesting his work, and his work is communicating over electronic media. 23, 32, 8 spades. He's out. So she doesn't like him, 8 spades, but it's just in the shadow. This is how she deals with people that are close in her life. That's how she deals with them. She is just ruthless. She's just ruthless. She doesn't feel a human connection. She doesn't feel love. This is not about love or hate or anything else. This opportunity arose from the outside, so she attacked him very ruthlessly. That's all it is. Think about how cold that is, okay, and how coldly she's going to deal with Harry when the time comes. Think about how coldly she'll deal with Archie or Lilibet when the time comes. Look at how ruthlessly Meghan has gone after the royal family. These are Four Hearts people in her life, and she turned on them and has gone after them very ruthlessly, and we see Harry doing the same thing. So what do we have? How does Diana feel about Camilla becoming a queen consort? She hates it. She's like, no way. She's very upset about it. How about Harry and Camilla? Is Harry going to attack Camilla? Yes, and it's all about this emotional nonsense. I'm very emotional. I don't have to tell the truth. I can straight up lie to you, and it's my truth. Okay, that's the nonsense world we're living in now. That's the nonsense world we're living in now. Will new cries of republic resound from Charles and Camilla being crowned king and queen? Yes. People, they're very unpopular, and people will not like it. They should really pass over Charles and go straight to William and Kate, because they're the next most popular royals after the Queen. Does Meghan hate Joe Rogan? No, she doesn't. But she deals with him very ruthlessly. She doesn't hate him, and that's I would kind of hope for a bit more emotion out of. That's more disturbing to me than if Meghan really harbored animosity toward Joe Rogan. That's more disturbing, but she doesn't. That's how I see it. I'm Joseph Magi, author of Playing Card Divination, Fortune Telling, the Magi Method. Don't forget to like, share, subscribe.